Hi everyone, this is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyourwaytohealing.com. Today's video is about fear of flying. So instead of doing a tapping video for fear of flying, I decided to share some of my experiences regarding fear of flying and how I have used tapping to help me get over my fear of flying. So when I look back, like to maybe 20 years back, when I look back, I feel I was not really scared of flying to begin with, but over a period of years, I don't know, I just developed this fear. Especially, I used to be scared when there is a lot of turbulence. I get really agitated and tensed and nervous when there is a lot of turbulence. That's for me. That's that causes the utmost intensity and fear when it comes to flying. And ever since I learned to tap, that has really changed my. Uh, that has really shifted the way I think and feel about flying. I wouldn't say that I've completely gotten over it, but I definitely tap before my flight and even during takeoff, and when there is a little bit of movement, the speed for everything I tap. So now I've come to this, since I've been tapping for like nearly more than 6 years now. I've come to this place that I'm very comfortable, even while I'm flying. When somebody is sitting next to me, I'm comfortable tapping, because I feel if somebody asks me about it, that'll be a great opportunity for me to talk to them about the benefits of tapping. So what I normally do before flying is I try to tap at home the previous day or a couple of days before, whenever I find some time, because normally when we are taking a trip, there are lots of things to do. I try to tap a few rounds, and I tap when the flight takes off. I don't tap when it is landing, and I don't know why. Maybe I by then I had tapped and released my fear, so I'm a lot more relaxed. So I generally tap about saying that even though I am really scared of flying, I choose to stay calm, stay safe and relaxed, or whatever. Just I use the language that comes to my mind at that time of flying, and whatever feels appropriate at that moment. I talk about tap on the emotions and everything. And whenever I experience turbulence, I again start tapping, because there's almost like fear that kicks in right away. So I start tapping during turbulence. I focus on my bodily sensations. Wherever I feel the fear, I start focusing, tuning into that bodily sensation, and I start tapping. So that is something you can do. You can also do. So trying tapping before the flight takes off, and while the flight is taking off, and during turbulence. So one of the other things that I have tried when when I fly is using a visualization activity. Actually, yes, it's a visualization tool that I use. I am really not a very visual learner. I'm not a visual person. I'm more of an auditory learner, and I learn by listening and hearing, and sensing things through my ear. So I find it a little hard to visualize, but I'm slowly getting there. I try to practice it whenever I can. So the visualization tool is basically, what I would do is, as I am tapping along, I would visualize the flight being surrounded by white light. So I would kind of imagine the entire whole flight, being surrounded by a bubble of white light. So I kind of, if it's very hard for me to visualize the entire flight being in a white bubble, I would just start from the front, and then kind of like imagine that it's being surrounded by like a safety bubble, safety net, which is white, pure white light. and then I just go to the wings on both sides, and then I'll go to the back of the flight and the wheels and everywhere. So once I start doing it, eventually I'd kind of have this image where, the entire flight is kind of, protected by a safety shield, and I would just tap along saying that, I'm safe, that the flight is safe, everyone is safe, and I would thank in advance for having for a safe landing to the destination and things like that. So yes, this is something I consistently do whenever there is turbulence. I'm mostly awake during the flights. I don't sleep much, and I watch some movies or listen to some music, and kind of like I used to, before I started tapping, I used to be on guard. Like I used to just be awake and really in this hypervigilant state, and be on guard and to protect myself and to protect everyone in the flight. But tapping has really brought the intensity down. That the fear still comes and goes, but just tapping and voicing my emotions and the fear and the bodily sensations, and using this visualization tool of surrounding the flight with healing white light, everything has helped me, helped to bring the intensity down, and I yeah, it's been working out for me. If you're a person who has fear of flying, I would highly encourage you to tap, because it's an amazing tool to bring our anxiety levels down. Sometimes you will not even experience the fear anymore. It will come to a zero after even with a few rounds of tapping. So please give it a try, and you can please try this visualization tool as well, and let me know how it goes. And thanks for watching. This is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyourwaytohealing.com.